The sportsbooks keep on messing up, and we're going to do it once again by breaking down these MLB games today for April 21st, 2026. I'm going to go through every single game on the board and talk about the games, sides, totals, even player props to empower your sports betting for today. If you want to keep on seeing me come up here and drop these plays, please hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. Leave a number 8. 8 is the money number, the lucky number. And if you do so, you have a chance to win a free daily card every single video. I'm going to do that at the end of this one where I'll pull a winner from yesterday's commenters. So if you want in, make sure you comment down below. But let's go straight into the picks, man. We have a lot of games. All these games start later in the day. Behind me will be my AI dashboard that I created for myself to break down these games, to empower my own personal betting for my VIP chat. But not available to the public. It's just only for me. So if you have any questions on it, yes, you cannot get it. But let's talk about how we did yesterday. And I went 1-1 in baseball yesterday, but lost on Nikola Jokic over assists, bro. He had 7 assists in the first half, only got 1 for the rest of the game. That was a really surprising L. Should have had a winning day, but it is what it is. I had Robleski over outs. He got 21 outs, I think. And then Baltimore Orioles won the full game. Oh, man, but didn't win the first 5. They came back at the end. But, hey, man, it is what it is. We take our wins and our losses in stride. But we've been red hot in the MLB. My breakdowns have been crazy. I wish I would just made a wager on every single game I talked about on the YouTube channel. But, hey, today at least we don't have to wake up super early or be concerned about early games. The first game on the board is at 6:40 Eastern time. So you don't have to do too much. If, you're coming out of work, you can catch every single game. But the first game on the board is a goodie. The Astros against the Cleveland Guardians. Looks like Cleveland Guardians are underdogs. Let's slight underdogs in this game. Let's go look at this board right here. Yeah, -1. I'm sorry. The Cleveland Guardians are slight favorites, -138 on the money line, while the Houston Astros are +123. Parker Mets against Ryan Weiss. And look, man, I mean, they came out yesterday, got the job done. Let's see if I can show you guys. Yesterday, they won 9-2. That power for that Astros team came through and finally showed up in the Cleveland Guardians game. Ryan, not my favorite pitcher. As you can see, danger. I have new categories now. So you've been watching all the videos. I'm consistently improving how I have my presentation. But the main thing really is just the home. I mean, from his home field, much away than at home. And he's not as good against left-handed bats. Look at right here. 2.13 whip against left-handed bats. They're going to stack them up. They can have up to 8 left-handed bats. So it's going to be interesting to see how he handles that here. Parker Messick on the other side, he hasn't been doing that amazing either. I mean, regardless of all that, he's going to be facing probably one of the toughest teams in MLB in terms of hitting. Look at this, 121 WRC plus. Cleveland has not been doing as good, but I mean, pretty decent matchup with Weiss, who doesn't seem to be that amazing. Look, 4.56 whip. He does strike out guys, but I mean, Lawrence have not been striking out at a very heavy rate. So what do we like in this game? I mean, likes the Cleveland Guardians on the money line. I personally like the over from all the analysis. I think the over is probably the best play. Even the weather looks to be somewhat conducive for runs. Not the only reason why you bet overs or unders, but it is helpful when you have a good matchup and the weather is positive. Also, the Cleveland, the ballpark has been more conducive for runs over the past, I think, 2 or 3 years. I think they changed one of the fences, so a little bit easier to get some runs in. And my model, I think the best thing it likes is the over on the game as a projection of 8.7. I believe the line for this game is 8.5. So, yeah, man, give me who I think wins. I don't know. I think my model likes Astros on the full game maybe, or Guardians money line. But I like the over on the full game. As in terms of the odds, let's see the over under. Let's see where it's at right now. Still 8.5 at +100. So you can actually get decent odds. And I don't dislike them. I think this game can get to 9 runs. I think both guys can get hit up, but also I'll say this too. The bullpen for the Astros is not good. It's probably one of the worst bullpens. Guardians bullpen is pretty good though, so that's one thing to consider. But I do think this Astros team can get to anyone. Just look at their hitting numbers generally are just insane. So I like the over. That's why I would lean in this game. All right, second game on the board, another 6:40 Eastern time game. We got the Cincinnati Reds against the Tampa Bay Rays. Steven Matz will be pitching this time. I remember yesterday we didn't have the starting pitcher. They didn't have a listed starting pitcher. And we got Chase Burns on the other side. He's not been doing that great, man, but he is an amazing strikeout pitcher. I'll say this. He's very good at striking guys out. Look at this Kaider Walker, 27%. He's been pretty good over there. I mean, he's faced some tough games. Take a look. Let's see. So Chase Burns has never faced anyone on this team. I mean, again, I think his second year in the league. I think the first year in the league, he was getting absolutely smoked. But take a look at his game log. Game log, I mean, he did against the Giants, but again, the Giants are not a great hitting team. Got cracked by the Angels, gave up 5 earned runs. But other than that, man, he did play the Pittsburgh, gave up no earned runs, 7 strikeouts. He also went against the Rangers, 1 earned run, 9 strikeouts. But the strikeouts recently have not been as good. I mean, the guy does have that stuff, but will be able to strike out these guys. Let's see. I mean, they raised a 17% strikeout rate. Pretty decent hitting numbers generally. In terms of the whip, let's see. He's done okay. I mean, he's not in the bats. He might face 5 to 6 left-handed bats today. So maybe not the most favorable matchup for him. He's a little bit worse. Most guys are worse away, especially if you come from Cincinnati, a very batter-friendly ballpark typically. But now he's going into another environment where, I mean, it's batter-friendly. Steven Matz, he's been pretty good. I mean, I think he's a pitcher. I mean, you see his whip, 3.79. Cincinnati's not been hit that good. The only thing is, I believe yesterday they won that game, right? I think they totally smacked up. Did they? Yep, 6-1 against the Rays yesterday. So looks like they got to this. Now I think Steven Matz is a little bit better. However, my model likes the Cincinnati Reds. I believe they are, let's see, are they underdogs in this game? They are slight underdogs. It's basically a -180 on both sides. That's kind of weird. I mean, looks like the odds are better thanks to the prediction markets. And by the way, if you want to get on one of these prediction markets, go to the pinned comment down below. You get on Polymarket, get $20 free and skip that wait list in the US. But anyway, my model likes, surprisingly enough, Chase Burns, even though I said all these things about him. Steven Matz, let's see. I got to maybe go a little bit more deeper into him. Pause, but let's see how he's done so far. So Steven Matz, he's had some history with this team. Got 5 strikeouts last time he played. Only went 12, but didn't give up any earned runs. So that's interesting, really interesting. 2026 season, earned runs, went against the White Sox, 2, 1, 4 against St. Louis. So, I mean, he's had a pretty decent so far, doing pretty good. I think he's projected to go 15.5 outs. Let's see if he can do it against his Reds team. In terms of, see, the hitting environment, like the hitting environment is not too positive actually in Tropicana Field today, so that might be a good thing. Generally, let's see, it likes the under on this. They like Cincinnati in all ways. I think they think Chase Burns has a pretty decent matchup here. I don't know if Chase Burns has faced his team. I doubt it. I think we just saw it. But yeah, man, I don't have like a huge personally on either side. I think we'll see how Chase Burns does against a Rays team who, I don't know, they can be sometimes inconsistent. The main thing about them is that, in my opinion, their bullpen is probably, both bullpens are not good, but I think the Rays bullpen is definitely not good. So if Chase Burns can hold it down, maybe the Reds can continue their good hitting. They did do well in this series. Doesn't mean anything, of course. One game doesn't say that it's gonna be guaranteed to happen in the next one, but it's a positive sign. It's good to see. So yeah, I'll lean with my model. Let's take the Reds. I do like Chase Burns as a pitcher, and I hope he bounces back here with a nice game. And if he does, I think the Reds can get a win. All right, next game on the board. Third game, we have the Milwaukee Brewers against the Detroit Tigers. Kyle Harrison against Kaider Montero. All right, man, this is an interesting one because Kyle Harrison, he's had some good numbers. I do like him as a pitcher, how he's done. Maybe he's had some history, but he's not had the best history. Small sample size, guys. 15 pitcher. I think they were Kaider Montero. So can't really say to either guy, just given their small sample size, right? Let's see. In terms of Harrison, how he's this year, let's take a look at his earned runs so far in 2026. 2, I mean, good starts, man. Against Washington, that's good against left-handed pitching. Gave up 2 to Kansas City, but his backed them up. And it only gave up 1 to Tampa Bay, but Tampa Bay had the better bats in that game. In terms of Montero, he's given up 4 to Kansas City. Wow. To Miami, that's pretty good. 2 to St. Louis. All right. So, I mean, both these guys have done okay so far. The one thing is I want to point out is not good against left-handed bats, and he may face 5 left-handed bats today, and some of these left-handed bats are pretty goddamn good. Sam Frelick, Brice Turang, 2 really, really good hitters, probably one of the 2 best hitters on this Brewers team. Doesn't seem like Kyle Harrison has anything like that. In terms of the matchup, Detroit has not been that great against left-handed. On the other side, Brewers have been really, really strong against right-handed pitching, one of the better teams this year. So, yeah, man, I think what I'm going to do is I'll probably lean with in terms of the odds. I don't know why my model or my dashboard doesn't have the odds. Milwaukee's actually an underdog in this game, so I don't dislike that, but I think they can get to him. It also likes a full game over. I think Kyle Harris has not been like super amazing, but I do think the Brewers have advantage, at least in the first half or even the full game. In terms of the bullpen, I do think that, like it says right here, have the better bullpen, more available arms. Looks like Detroit might be a little bit worn out, so that's interesting. So yeah, man, give me Brewers on the money line, full game as well. Yeah, I think it's decent odds for what seems to be a decent matchup. But I've faced Kaider Montero before. He can be tricky, man, but he's going to face a really, really tough Brewers team. And let's see who won, because I don't remember who won off the top of my head. Let's see. Oh, there's a new series. I apologize, guys. You guys have not played in 2 days. Tigers did play yesterday, and this was in Boston. So now they're going back home, travel to Detroit. Brewers, I assume, probably were chilling in Detroit. So good travel spot for Milwaukee. Both of them are traveling. Yeah, man, I like the Brewers. Give me the Brewers money line. All right, next game on the board. This game will be another 6:40 Eastern time game. St. Louis Cardinals against the Miami Marlins. Dustin May against Chris Paddock, the Padlock. Let's see. These guys are both pitching the MLB for a while. Let's see. Maybe we can see how they've done against each other. Let's see. Where is it? Dustin May. So both pitchers don't have the best numbers. Dustin May had 14 pitching attempts. Paddock had 2, so doesn't prove anything. So I guess we could skip all that nonsense. In terms of the pitching, it looks like my model has both these guys as danger, not the best pitchers in the world. Like I said in other videos, Chris Paddock was very good. I mean, he tips his pitches sometimes, and when he was Twins, he could give up the home run ball and walks guys. Both those guys are kind of very similar in that fashion. In terms of the splits, though, the one thing I will say is that Dustin May is not as good against left-handed bats. He may face 6 today from this Miami team, and this Miami team can hit plus against right-handed pitching, while St. Louis not been as good, but they're basically very similar, man. I think maybe there's a little bit of an edge over there. Bullpens are both not that great. What my model likes, it likes the under, and it likes Miami Marlins in the first 5 money line. In terms of the odds, again, does my thing have the odds here? I guess not. I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't have the. I gotta fix this, but let's see. Where's the Marlins? It has the Marlins right now minus 115 favorites. So slight favorite. Looks like public's on Miami. Dustin May. Let's take a little bit of deeper dive on him. Let's see. Let's see how he's done this season. So runs. Wow. Okay. So to start the year off, gave up 6 runs to Tampa Bay, really good hitting team. 7 runs to Detroit, and then kind of bounced back against Boston. Was been okay hitting. Also against the Cleveland Guardians, got the win in both those games. So he's bounced back, went 6 innings deep into those. Those were at home. This game was away. So we'll see how he does away from his home field against Miami. Again, hasn't had a lot of history in terms of his splitting, I guess his splits between home and away. Do I have that here? I should have it here. Home and away. A little bit, actually, he's been worse at home than away on his history. So I don't know, man. I think I like Miami. I think Miami is a pretty good hitting team. Been underrated all. Yeah, man. Give me Miami. I agree with my. In terms of over under, I'm not really sure, but definitely leans on Miami. Whether you want to do first 5 or full game on the money line, mine likes the first 5. I don't think we can really 100% trust either bullpen, and for good reason. And all right, hey, look, I've been telling you guys, man, this Braves team has been incredible, and they absolutely crushed it yesterday. I think I was going to give out the first 5. I mean, the team total, their run line, didn't do it. Regret it. My model liked it a lot yesterday. But the travel spot, playing late on Sunday, you got to take some of these anecdotal things out of your head and just dive deep into the numbers. And sometimes the spreadsheets and your analysis can really be the truth sometimes. But hey, we live and we learn. Atlanta Braves, I've been saying it all year, man, just to start the year. I was like, this team is right now probably the MLB, but they're not super big favorites here, man. Ronaldo Lopez, not one of my favorite pitchers on the board, but this Braves team is incredible, man. Their hitting has been insane. Like I said, he's not been that great. Look at his exit, gives up a lot of chances. His whip, much worse away than at home. In terms of the splits, much worse against left-handed. He could face up to 7 left-handed bats today, so not very positive for him in my opinion. Foster Griffin, he's been actually pretty good. I think he's been a pretty decent pitcher. It's just the matchup, right? Like, if you look at all his splits, very good. The Atlanta Braves have been hitting insane, but don't get me wrong, it's not that the Astros have been absolutely terrible either. tough to strike out, below average, but still decent. I mean, look, the team's incredible right here. So we want to go for this game. My model actually likes the value with the Nationals. Nationals on the money line first. The bullpen, probably, Atlanta has a little bit of a better bullpen. I don't think the Nationals have always had a pretty terrible bullpen, and they definitely used a lot of arms last night. But I also like the over on the full game, even though the weather is not the best. And I think it's just because I think the Nationals can get to Reynaldo Lopez and vice versa. I think the Braves can probably get to almost anyone the way they've been hitting right now. Will it stop at some point? Probably. But my model likes the Nationals on the first 5 on the money line. Can Forrest Griffin get the job done here? Left-handed pitching. This Atlanta team has gone to a lot of left-handed guys, so we will see. But I'll be honest, man, he's pretty good, man. I think Forrest Griffin has been. Let's take a look, man. Let's take a little bit of a deeper dive onto him. I don't think he's faced this team. Let's see. Yeah, he hasn't faced anyone in this team. But Reynaldo Lopez has actually done fairly well against some of the guys on this Nationals team. So that is interesting. In terms of how he's done, Forrest Griffin this year, he had one tough game against the Pittsburgh Pirates. His bats backed him up, though. Gave up 4 runs. But before that was pretty good. Did not trusted this Brewers team. 1 run against the Dodgers. Two runs against Philly. I mean, I don't know if that's good because Philly is playing absolutely terrible. They've been like a huge fade so far. But yeah, man, I think they might value. I'd be surprised in the slightest if the Braves absolutely dust them and they absolutely crush this National team. Probably not, but at plus money, I assume. Let's see, what's the for the Braves? Braves in the full game, plus 119. If you want to do the first 5, it's probably pretty plus 108. So I don't dislike you want to do the plus a half to get like the push equity. Minus 138, not bad. I think the books kind of know model that the Nationals have a better chance than what maybe the public predicts, because let's see what the public's on. Public is super heavy on the Braves. Doesn't mean you just fade the public, but interesting to see. Yeah, man, give me the Nationals in the first 5 months. Maybe I might make this a play. We'll see. It's hard to fade the Braves, man, especially when they're hot. Momentum is definitely a real thing. A thing that the spreadsheets and the tough time gauging, but I mean, you got to be objective. Don't let trend, momentum 100% blind you to certain things when you're making plays, but something to consider in my opinion. But all right, next game on the board, we got the New York against the Boston Red Sox. Luis Hill against Connell Early. My Yankees, man, they looks like they're back, man. I mean, they did very well against they're going to face the Boston Red Sox, their rival. Luis Hill, in my opinion, has not been good. Look at xFIP, 5.65 xFIP. Connell Early, been very good. He has a really good matchup here. He's actually a lot better at home than away. No big splits between left-handed bats and right-handed bats, and the Yankees are kind of even on those splits. He is facing some tough Ben Rice, Cody Bellinger. So, we'll see what happens. But obviously, the Yankees, I will say, batting numbers have gotten better in their recent games. They've definitely stepped it up against left-handed pitching. It's kind of early, so I mean, leap. But I will say this, man. I mean, the Boston Red Sox have also not been hitting that either, but Luis Hill has not been looking good. And I think Luis Hill has had some history and has done fairly well against this team. So maybe this could be a game he does very well. Connell Early, he's also had some history as well. So it's okay. Can't really take that with a grain of with that much. But let's take a look and see how the pond looks like. Everyone's on the Yankees for a good reason, man. I mean, the Boston Red Sox are barely an underdog, and I think because Early is not that bad, right? In terms of the earned runs, let's see. Had really good quality games against tough teams, man. The Twins, the St. Louis Cardinals, the Padres been okay. Cincinnati's been okay. So this will probably be, I mean, to be honest, against left-handed pitching, I wouldn't put too much above any of these teams. So what does my model like, though? My model likes the Red Sox in the money line, Red Sox first 5. And I don't disagree. I think they can get to Hill, who has not been a great pitcher. I mean, ever since he got hurt, ever since he had that thing maybe 2 years ago where he was having like perfect games, he's never been the same. And then obviously, look, both teams will be up for this rival game. Boston Red Sox, in terms of the weather, not positive for runs. So give me the Red Sox. I think Connell Early can get the job done here, hold them down. Yankees have not been doing the best against left-handed pitching. But I will say, recent momentum, they have done so, though. They crushed Noah Cameron, a few other the Royals pitchers. So we'll see how they do here. But yeah, give me the Red Sox on the money line. Fading my Yankees is tough, but I'm unemotional about this. I do not care. I'll fade the Yankees any day. And I think this might be a good spot to do so. All right, speaking about another New York team I love to support. But in this game, Simeon Woods Richardson against Noah McLean, the Minnesota Twins against the New York Mets. Let's take a look at the odds. Oh my God, let's see. Let's take a look at the odds. Minnesota plus 158 underdog is minus 148, minus 184 on the money line for Noah McLean. So Noah McLean, I think, is one of the better pitchers for the Mets. I don't know if he gets too much credit, but I'm going to give him his flowers. I think he's very good. When he went against the Dodgers, only gave up 1 earned run. The Mets didn't win that game, but that's extremely impressive, especially going into LA. He gave up 2 earned runs against the Arizona Diamondbacks, but hey, look, that's a pretty good start. His bats couldn't back him up. Gave up 1 earned run against the Giants, smoked them, and then gave up 2 earned runs against the Pittsburgh Pirates. But again, his bats couldn't back him up. But this Twins team and Simeon Woods Richardson had a lot of history against his Mets, done well. You can see this WOBA. Noah McLean, not a big history. But Simeon Woods Richardson has definitely stepped it up. I think he's a playable pitcher. Like my model has him categorized. And you don't have any glaring weaknesses. Obviously, I think McLean is definitely the better pitcher. But the main thing is the bats, man. The bats of the Mets have been absolutely terrible. It's very cold in New York, so it's not going to be the best hitting environment. Generally, in Citi Field, it's not a good batter-friendly ballpark. Minnesota's been a better hitting team, in my opinion. But it's just going to come down to how does Simeon Woods Richardson do. I think the Twins maybe can get some runs. The big thing will be the bullpen. The Mets bullpen's not in shape, so maybe they can get to if it's a close game early, maybe the Twins can get to them. But my model likes the under, but that's on the money line. I think like the odds are very juicy though. My model likes the Mets at -1. The Mets are big favorites. I don't know if I would like to lay this much juice with them. And it's just going to come down to Simeon Woods Richardson, man. Let's take a look at how he's done recently on the 2026 season. He's not done good recently. Gave up 6 earned runs against Boston. Gave up 5 earned runs against Toronto. But now he's going to face probably his weakest matchup. Probably very similar to KC in the Mets. The Mets have had good history. But we'll see how that goes, man. Definitely not good weather for hitting. And the Mets have not hit well. But will this be the game they can maybe bounce back? Because it's been kind of poverty in terms of their hitting, man. I mean, just look at the last few games. You can see right here, lost on a, oh my God, they've been on a 10-game losing streak. I don't think you guys can see, but it's a 10-game losing streak right here. You can't even see a W on their side. So the Mets definitely need to step it back up. It's not been good, and maybe they could do it here, but you're obviously playing a big price to do so. And maybe that might be the move, man. I mean, obviously, teams will lose a bunch of games in baseball. It's a very tight sport. But let's see. Wow, it looks like big money's on the Mets on this one site, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know if I want to lay -180, even though we're backing Noah McLean, but maybe we can back Noah McLean in different ways. Maybe we could do a pitching prop with him. But I do like this under too, though. I think both bats have not been amazing, but obviously you have conflicting things on both sides, so we'll see. I don't know if the price is right for the Mets money line or Mets first 5 money line. But maybe the under, it's not the worst thing in the world. 7.5 is a low number, but remember, this ballpark is not easy to hit or get runs. And you have, at least on the Mets side, a better pitcher who maybe could hold on the Twins. So I don't dislike this under at all. And all right, next game on the board. Before, I talk about this next, I take a little bit of a break. I want to thank you so much if you've been watching this far. If you really could, please hit that subscribe button so you never miss any of these videos. But if you do want to work with me to get all my VIP picks, the actual picks I'm giving out to my chat, go over to my site right here. You grab a pass right here. We still have our 5-day special. Grab it. It's the best price that we do have when we have daily, weeklies, and even longer term passes. If you want to get every single one of my plays with full chat access with me, I give you all my access to my dashboards, everything like that, all the trends. And it's all to empower your plays, man. So if you do want it, just go to the link and the pinned comment down below. I put something special for you guys who watch these videos day in and day out. All right, let's talk about this next game, man. The Baltimore Orioles against the Kansas City Royals. I don't know why it has Shane Baz against Bubic. Is that the pitching lineup today? Let's see. Yep. Shane Baz against Chris Bubic, man. So the Orioles against left-handed pitching. Let's see how they've done. And actually not that bad. It's just been the Royals bats have not been that positive. I mean, there's a lot of runs made yesterday at the very end of that game, man. Really at the very end. But, the Baltimore Orioles bats, they look to be very good. Honestly, I think both bullpens, the Baltimore bullpen, we'll see how they do. But the Royals bullpen is being pretty good. Very impressive. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm looking down here. The both bullpens should be in danger because they went into overtime. Actually, so I am not. That's the case. In terms of where I would want to go in this game, I think both pitchers are okay and they're both good. Let's see. Let's take a look at maybe they both done well against each other on some limited pitching attempts. He's had a little bit more. Both bats have not been amazing. I mean, my model likes the Baltimore Orioles once again, and I disagree because I like the Orioles. The Orioles are an underrated team. I don't think they should be. I think the pitching's not that much of a difference. I think the Baltimore Orioles have possibly the better bats here. So I like the Baltimore Orioles here, especially as dogs. I also like the over. It also looks to be a really good hitting environment today, as you can see. Probably one of the best that's not from Coors, maybe where the Athletics play. So I think we see more runs again. I also think that the Baltimore Orioles still have the better bats. And I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's like pitching's that far off. And it's not maybe besides yesterday, that the Royals bats have been that good. So once again, give me the Orioles on the money line and the over. All right, next game in the board. The Phillies, bro. Someone's got to wake them up because they have not been playing good, but now they got probably, you could argue about Schroeder, but Luzardo you could argue is probably the best pitcher Phillies team right now. He's got a lot of history with this Chicago team. 126 pitching attempts, 0.5 WOBA. Very, 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 very impressive, man. He's an ace for a reason, but look, this Chicago crushing left-handed pitching, 123 plus. Schroeder has not done the best. If you take a look at his xFIP recently, not been that good. Home and away in terms of his splits against this team, pretty good, man, on pitching attempts. A 3.18 WOBA. That's not that bad in my opinion. In terms of the splits, Chicago's still a favorite. I'm still on Chicago. People are still fading the Phillies, man. And Chicago got a nice win yesterday, won 5-1. And the Phillies, like the Mets, have been on a pretty decent losing streak. They've lost their last 5 games in a row. They've also lost in the series to Chicago already. And I think Schroeder has played this Philly team. I think he gave up 1 home run. Let me take a look. Yeah, so far, let's see. He gave up 11 Ks against this Phillies team. Went 18 innings. And in terms of earned runs, he gave up 1 earned run. So he very, very well. Done very well this season. He only had 1 bad game, season opener against the Washington Nationals. And they're going to go at him again. Luzardo, though, how did he do against this same team? He gave up 8 earned runs against Chicago. So, let's see, man. Obviously, it's tough to do the same thing twice. But what does my model like? The under, and then like Chicago once again. They think that this team can do it again. And I'm going to be honest, man. I don't know what it is with Philly. They've just not been playing well at home. Maybe they do a little bit better on the road. I don't know. Maybe the second time out they can bounce back. But, hey, Luzardo got absolutely cracked. I'm not sure he could do it again. But the Chicago team, I think the stats are going to tell you to back them. And it's not a big price to pay, man, to back this Chicago team, right? Let's see. They are minus 118 on the money line. It's not terrible. Both bullpens are okay. I think the bullpens of Philly's a little bit better. But yeah, man, I guess I'll win this game. The weather's not super positive for runs. Yeah, I think Schroeder does well again. And I think the Chicago team can get to Luzardo once again. So, yeah, lightning doesn't usually strike twice. But, yeah, maybe I'll be wrong on this one. But give me Chicago on the money line. Maybe it's the first 5, maybe what you want to do, target Luzardo. But I also think that this could be a lower scoring game. Both pitchers probably could do well again. But this Philly team has not been hitting well, man. Just take a look at this right here. 58 WRC plus, terrible. 23% strikeout rate, and so let's see if he can do it again. All right, next game on the board. The Pittsburgh Pirates against the Texas Rangers. Looks like it might be Bubba Chandler and Jacob deGrom. It's obviously, let's see if they have that confirmed yet. It's not been confirmed yet. I think if they pitch, though, I like Bubba Chandler. I think Bubba Chandler has been very, very good. In terms of both teams against right-handed pitching, I think Texas had a little bit. It's been kind of even. It's going to come down to see the weather. I think the weather for this game will be super positive. I believe this game is in Texas. Let's see, in terms of the odds, let's see. Texas probably is a favorite. You have DeGrom on the mound. I'm pretty sure they're going to make them the favorite. Let's see, Texas. Yeah, minus 118 on the money line. See, I see Kumar Rocker here. I don't know who's going to pitch, so I'm going to skip this game. We'll see who they end up having as the pitcher. See what my model likes. It likes the under, Texas. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to skip the game. If you guys do want to know, maybe I'll give this for free or something, or maybe I'll update this on my Instagram or Twitter. But yeah, I'm not going to make up this given. We don't have absolute certainty on who the pitcher is, so it's not a big deal. I'm not going to be rushing to bet this. But in terms of the weather, though, yeah, it's not that positive either. We'll see, man. I do think that this Pirates team is underrated, but there's also this Texas team is underrated too. So we'll see. We'll get more updates as the day goes on. Still very early, but I'll skip this game for now. All right, next game on the board. San Diego Padres against the Colorado Rockies. Looks like Sagano might be the pitcher, but we have Randy Vasquez on the Padres side. Yep, still not confirmed right now. So we'll see who ends up pitching in this game. Obviously, the Rockies have not been good hitting, but the one thing that gets me, Randy Vasquez up a lot of chances for guys to hit. And look, this Colorado team did get smacked up in their last game by the Dodgers, but they were getting runs on some really good pitchers. Maybe Sasaki from the Dodgers is not the best anymore. But hey, Randy Vasquez is not good in my opinion. Walks a lot of guys, gives up a lot of chances. He's also, not that good against left-handed bats. He may face 5 left bats, and the guys he may face, there are lefties. Moniak, Eduardo Julian, Bumfield, some of the better batters on this team. So we'll see how that goes. Sagano pitches. The Rockies are not the best pitching squad regardless. Obviously, San Diego has a pretty good, the better bullpens. So we'll see how this game ends up going. Let's see what they have maybe on another site. Let's see. Yeah, no pitcher yet. Pitchers, I can't give you a full breakdown, but I will say I do like this over. The Rockies can get to Vasquez, and whoever the Rockies put up, I think the Padres could also get to him. I will say the Padres bats have not been the best, pretty much a little bit above where the Rockies have been hitting. But again, it's always going to be a really, really good hitting environment. It looks like to be even better than usual. So yeah, man, there's a reason why Sagano got traded from the Orioles. He gets a home ball, but if not, I think other guys can get hit up by this Padres team. So let's take the Padres. I think the Padres make sense for them to be big favorites. I think there is, again, value with the Rockies, but again, it's going to depend who they start. I just don't think Randy Vasquez is that good. And if you want to go, how's he done this season? Look, he's had a great start, but in his last game, he got cracked by the Mariners in a very in a pitcher-friendly ballpark like Padres. He went against the same Rockies team in 1 earned run. But hey, look, second time around, maybe they could get to him here in Colorado. Again, like I said, he gives up contact, gives up walks. I don't know if I could trust him 100% in here in Colorado. So I'd say over, but I don't know who I would make a play on in terms of teams until you have a starting pitcher on at least the Rockies side. But Randy Vasquez is someone I don't like, and not even my model rates him that well. All right, next game on the board. The Toronto Blue Jays against the Los Angeles Angels. Patrick Corbin against John Kohanowitz. 2 pitchers I don't trust at all. Both these guys are absolute trash. But Patrick Corbin and Kohanowitz have had some pretty good games, man. So they've been making me eat my words sometimes. But let's just see. So Toronto, I told you guys about, oh my God, what's his name? The pitcher from yesterday got a ton of strikeouts. I think he got 10 strikeouts at the same Angels team. So let's see if they can hold him down again. But I'm not a big fan of either pitcher. Patrick Corbin, he's a left-handed pitcher. Angels have done very well against lefties so far this year. In terms of Patrick Corbin, how he's done okay. He gave up 4 earned runs against Minnesota, only 1 earned run against Milwaukee. That's pretty impressive, man. But the bats did not back him up. He went pretty deep into that game, too. And now they're facing the Angels team with John Kohanowitz, who, in my opinion, has not done that great. He did do well against the Yankees. Went pretty deep in his last 2 Reds in a really batter-friendly environment. And the Yankees crushes right-handed pitching. He's not a lefty. He's a righty. Remember that. And he's had pretty good quality starts. He gave up 3 earned runs. Yankees came back again and blew him out. He gave 5 earned runs against the Astros. But again, the Astros are one of the best hitting teams. The Blue Jays have not been the best hitting team, pretty weak. The Angels, though, have been crushing lefties, though. So Kohanowitz, he's not looked the best, man. I mean, just look at the danger in terms of his quality. Again, the bats have not been, the bullpen's not been the best, but they don't seem to be super worn out. I would say the Blue Jays bullpen's a little bit better, but it looks like my model likes the Blue over. Looks like the weather's not that crazy. It's not like super supportive, but I think both pitchers can get hit up. But let's see. Let's look at the odds, man. I don't know. It depends what odds they give us for the Blue Jays. Let's see. -1 2. Wow. The Angels are the favorite in this game. That's crazy. But I mean, for sure, Patrick Corbin's not gonna trust. And I don't think you can fully trust Kohanowitz. And so over-unders at a +104. Let's see if you get maybe a better line. Let's see, can you get a flat 9? You get a flat 9 on some books. Oh, man. Tough game to call. Let's see, what my projection. My projection is to be 9 runs. I'd say if you want to make it over, try to get a flat 9. My model likes the Angels, though. I don't know why it's leaning on the Blue Jays money. I got to probably take a look at why this is the case for the Angels. It's recommending the Blue Jays, but giving a projection for the Angels to score more. I think the Angels can get to them. I would disagree with my model. I think the Angels can get to Patrick Corbin. And maybe Kohanowitz can hold his own, but I do like the over on this game. I think both teams can get runs in a positive environment. And Kohanowitz and Patrick Corbin could give it here. And both bullpens can also maybe give it up as well. So we'll see. Let's see how the day goes on. But yeah, man, I think this Angels team is good, man. Look, if I go to the top and let's see, I take a look at the rankings. Let's see, take a look at the rankings. You took a look at the rankings, right? Against right-handed pitching, and see against left-handed pitching. I'm sorry. See, the Angels still up here. I guess the Angels are no longer up here. But the Angels at one point were a top 5 team, and I know the Blue Jays ain't gonna be up here, but you know it's interesting, man. I definitely want to see how these games go. But yeah, man, that game is so. I like the Angels, though. The Angels are usually the underdogs, but for today, the reason why they're definitely not an underdog. Their bats could definitely get to Corbin. But let's see if Corbin can hold it down, man. I'm interested to see. And all right, I think we might be up to our last game on the board today. Let's see, we have a few more games left. Oh, wow. All right, so you guys are with me for more, man. I'm going to try my best to go as quickly as I can for the rest of these games. But the next game on the board, we have the Athletics against the Mariners. Jacob Lopez against Luis Castillo. I think didn't these guys just go against each other? Or maybe I just backed Jacob's team, and I think we cashed with him. So I always love guys that help me win money. But Luis Castillo has not looked good this season, man. I'm going to be honest. He's not looked that great. Look, 20-26 earned runs. He did give up 1 earned run against San Diego, but San Diego ended up winning that game, only winning innings. But look at this. It hasn't gotten really too deep into games just because he's beginning cracked. Look at this, 7 earned runs to Houston. Again, I faded him. I went in strikeouts or his outs. He got absolutely crushed. It wasn't even close. But let's take a look at Jacob Lopez and how he's done. On the 2026 season, been a gas can, man. Look at this. Not good. Hasn't gotten super deep into games. But now he's going in a friendly ballpark like the Mariners. But I will say this, man. I know this for sure because I faded Castillo. Head-to-head, though, I don't know why it's not going deeper, but he's not done the best. I guess in the last game he's played, he did well against the Athletics in their small ballpark. But before that, I mean, he got so. This Mariners team, from my analyst experience, has not done the best Athletics. But again, Jacob Lopez is not that. Neither is Luis Castillo, bro. He's not been the best either. But in terms of the matchup, left-handed pitching, the Mariners have not been the best. If anything, the Athletics had the edge on the batting side. And that's the reason why I will say, look, their bullpen is not good. The Mariners definitely have a better bullpen. I think we could probably rock with the Athletics in the first 5. Maybe still an under, though. But I think the bats are just going to be better. Jacob Lopez is not that great. But I think at big plus money, you're laying that much with the name value just because it's Luis Castillo. And I think, they can get to him here. They've done it before. I think you're getting called to fade him here. And even if you want to take the +1.5, the Athletics have that push equity. It's not easy, but I do like the Athletics here. 5, maybe the money line. We'll see how this goes. But the one thing is, again, Luis does not do that well against left-handed bats. He's going to face 5, and some of those 5, some of the toughest guys, Jeff McNeil, Kurtz, Soderstrom. These guys are really good bats on this side, and I think they can probably get to here. So Yeah, man, give me the Athletics money line first 5. I think they have a chance to win as a dog here. Speaking about dogs, man, the White Sox and the Arizona Diamondbacks. The next game we're going to talk about, Sean Burke against Merrill Kelly. So Merrill Kelly got cracked on his first game back. I believe it was against the Orioles. Sean Burke is not really a great pitcher either. I mean, Merrill Kelly's going to have all these great stats from his past seasons. He didn't do that. I know he did that great in his last game. Let's just go take a look so I can prove it to you guys. And let's also take a look at, I'm going through some of these older games. Kohanowitz has not done against the Blue Jays. And Patrick Corbin actually has done okay and a lot of sample size. And then Jacob Lopez gotten cracked by this Mariners team, 12 attempts. And then Castillo's actually done pretty good in his entire career. But I just don't think Castillo has been that good recently. But let's take a look at both these guys. Merrill Kelly on a short sample size, not done great. And Sean Burke, not done that great either. But in terms of Merrill Kelly, how he's done in the 2026 season, had one game, gave up hits, 2 earned runs, but it doesn't really paint this whole story because he was not pitching well. They ended up winning. His bats backed him up, but this doesn't really show because, look, he gave up 5 hits and see how many walks. He gave up 4 walks in this game, so that's not good to see, man. If you're going to look at, did he get the win? Yeah, did he have a quality start? Yeah, but Merrill Kelly is supposed to be one of their better pitchers, and he's not been doing so, in my opinion. So, but however, this White Sox team has not been hitting well. And in terms of, I guess, the splits, he's done typically better against right-handed bats. I think even actually, I don't know why some of these games, I'm not getting all the splits. But anyway, it is. I gotta figure out what the hell happened here. But I think the Diamondbacks probably should win this game. Merrill Kelly, in the past, is not big favorites. I think the Arizona Diamondbacks bats are probably better. I've had the White Sox have one of the worst bullpens in the game. But I like the Diamondbacks first 5. I think they get the job done here. I think Merrill Kelly can probably hold it down. This is probably the second best game he can have because the Orioles are a much better than the White Sox. So, yeah, man. Sean Burke's not that great. Give me the Diamondbacks. It's not that much juice. -146 is not crazy. But, yeah, give me the Diamondbacks on the money line here in this game. All right, I think this is the last. Is this the last game? All right, this is the last game on the board, man. Los Angeles Dodgers against the San Francisco Giants. The one thing I got to say is this. In terms of context, this is a big travel spot. Just played in Coors Field. Decent travel. I guess also the Giants, where'd they come from? I totally forgot where they came from. But it looks like they also have a travel spot as well. Let's take a look. San Francisco Giants. Let's see what they've been up to. I guess they're traveling cross-national, but this was 2 days ago, so it's not that big. All the way to San Fran. But the Dodgers coming out of Coors Field is never positive. So, obviously, look, you guys can see right here, my mouth still likes the Dodgers. They always will love the Dodgers. They're an insane team, but they also got their ace, Yamamoto, against Landon Rope. Landon Rope has been done a lot better so far this season. I mean, let's take a look at this guy, man. I mean, he's done absolutely incredible. On 98 pitching attempts down, this San Fran lineup, bro, even including Arise in that as well. In terms of how in this season, striking guys out, done very well in terms of outs, pitched super deep into every game, 6 or more innings. I mean, that's goddamn incredible. Look, -200 to go that deep. And he's limiting the runs, bro. Going to a pitcher-friendly environment like San Francisco, I can't blame anyone who wants to back him here. Landon Rope, he's done extremely well. But, I mean, this will probably, he gave up 5 earned runs to the Mets, who have not been hitting well. It's not probably. This is the hardest matchup he's ever faced this season so far. But he's done, man. Look at this, 30 pitch attempts. So, I mean, where would I want to go in this game? I don't know. I feel like my model does it like an under? Yeah, likes under in the full game. I think both Landon Rope and Yamamoto can hold it down. But I think, obviously, when it comes to the bats, it's not even on the numbers. I will say, though, I think this line's a little bit more down because the Dodgers are coming out of Coors Field. That elevation going into this environment can definitely make you a little bit more tired. So definitely take into consideration that my model is 2. And it could lead to weaker bats for the Dodgers, which could be even more supportive of an under here, especially in a very pitcher-friendly ballpark like San Francisco. So my model likes the Dodgers first 5 the most, but I think I kind of lean full game under more. But I will say that the Dodgers, we'll see how their bullpen, Trans bullpen's not that good. And then maybe Landon Rope does a good job. Maybe the Dodgers can crush them. But I lean under in this game. Going to be a good one to watch. Yamamoto is going head-to-head with Shohei Ohtani to become a Cy Young because both those guys are absolutely down. And guys, if you've been here this long, I want to thank you so much. That's every single game breakdown. If you want all my VIP picks or the ability to join Polymarket with a $23 to skip that wait list, go to the pinned comment or description down below. I left something special for everyone here. And guys, once again, thank you so much. Until the next one, man, good luck on all your plays today.